In this quick video, we're going to tackle what I found to be a common issue with these Keurig coffee makers. This specific one is the Keurig Supreme, but it happens on other ones as well. If you go to it and it's dead, you turn it on, you try to turn it on, no power, nothing. It's probably the thermostat that's inside or the thermal switch inside, and there's an easy fix for it. You start off by just taking off the carafe and the bottom tray. This entire piece comes off like a shell, and there's three pieces for it. The top flat piece, this little piece kind of slides up the black one, but the body of it, it's just a shell, and it unsnaps all the way around. It's a little bit hard to get to. If you have some of those plastic pry tools, you can get in there and use it. If you don't care to nick up a little piece with a screwdriver, you can do that. And you might break one or two tabs, but it'll come back together and snap just fine. First, you start out with popping out this top piece here. And then this here side piece, you just slide it straight up. There's like little hooks. Slide it up and it pops out. Then you want to work your way all the way around the machine, unsnapping the little clips that hold this shell onto the body. With this outside cover off, we can focus on the part that we need to repair. And it's going to be right in here. So this piece right in here that looks like a button, that's a thermal switch. And it's designed to act sort of like a circuit breaker in your home. For this here, if the temperature gets too hot, it blows, it pops, and then it doesn't allow continuity. On the Keurigs, this is a normally closed switch, meaning it's supposed to allow continuity, it's supposed to allow electricity to flow. If it pops, it opens the circuit, and there's nothing getting through, and then that's when you find your machine not turning on. You can see here, I have it on a tester, just checking for continuity, and it shows that it's open. On this particular one, that little hole there actually allows us to reset this. Here, I'm going to have someone use a paper clip to push into this small hole as I have the tester on, and you'll see that it goes from an open circuit to closed, thus allowing electricity or continuity to flow through. Now, barring any other issues with your coffee maker, this should get you back up and running. And you'll see it turns right back on, and there is our problem. The most common issue is just a machine that's filthy. This hasn't been descaled in a long time. That creates issues and differences in the way the temperatures are read. It clogs up the needles. So, if you get this happening to you and you're able to reset it by using that switch, make sure you keep it clean and you run it through a descaling process. Putting it back together, it's just doing everything in the reverse fashion. It clips all the way around. Make sure that all the clips latch as you go around, starting with the front. Keeping an eye on these seams to make sure they look like they're together well. When that's done, you're going to come around the side and slide that one piece downward. These clips kind of go in and lock in the whole shell together. Once that's done, you snap the top piece back on. Now, if this happens to you and you're able to reset that switch and you get your machine put back together, but it still pops, even after descaling and making sure you're maintaining it well, then you might have some other issues going on. If you want to try to replace that thermal switch itself, I'll put a link to that down below. Also, I'll put a link to a tester and some other things. I like making these videos to show people how easy it is to fix things yourself and save some money. And of course, if you use some of these links, I earn about 17 cents.